Hey there, I'm Rodney with eFishing. We're down here in the garage today, and you can see we got the cover off the motor. So the other day we was out at the lake, we were idling back in at the end of the day, and I was idling into the marina that I was at, and I had one single alarm go beep, and that was it. So I looked down at my SmartCraft gauge. You guys got Mercury's, don't have SmartCraft gauge, you need to get one, because this right here could have cost me big. And it was a real easy, simple fix. So I looked down, the alarm bell, it was just flashing away, and the engine fault sign was sitting there flashing away. And I was like, wonder what's going on. And then I noticed that my water temperature was like 85 degrees. And it's normally like 120 degrees or something like that when I'm just idling in and out of places and so forth. So anyways, I was thinking, well, could it be a thermostat or something like that? So I posted on a couple of boards, and that's what people have led me to believe, to think that that's probably there's something, debris or something lodged in the thermostat. So we're going to pull the thermostats out, check them things out, and see if there's anything in them. And if there's not, then I guess we'll move on from there. But anyways, if you guys pick something up, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and more importantly, hit that subscribe button down there, because it helps this channel out and support me. So anyways, if y'all like it, thumbs up and subscribe. We'll start tearing this thing apart. We'll see y'all here in a minute. All right, so here it is. This is a 2005 200 Optimax, and I'm in tight quarters here, so if it gets a little close, well, that's just the way it is. So right here's one of our, this right here, hose coming up. Right here is one of our thermostat covers, and then this right here coming up in here, right here, is one of our other thermostat covers. So this is our port, and this is our starboard side. So all you have to do, really, to do this is, one, you got to take this fuel rail off. So right here's the fuel rail, and it's held, well, you don't have to take it off, you just got to slide it back. There's 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4 right here, that you just take them off and just slide. You don't have to take the whole rail off, you just got to slide it back so you can get access to your thermostat covers. So that's not too hard. We'll get all this off, we'll get the thermostat out, and then we'll show y'all what happens here, if anything, if there's any debris or anything in these things, which I suspect that's probably what's going on. So right here, these 4 bolts right here, undo them like this right here. And then the other thing is, there's a Schrader valve right here. Undo this and depress that little nipple right there. And if there's any pressure in there, that'll let that off of that, and it'll make it a lot easier to move this stuff around. But if you haven't been running your boat, there wasn't any that come out there. If you haven't been running it probably for 8 or 10 hours or 12 or something, the next day or something, probably not going to have any pressure in that. But if you're out on the lake or something, you're going to need to let that pressure out of that valve right there. So here we go. We'll show you what's going on right here. All right, so here you go. And I'm just going to show you on this side, since it's a little easier for me to work here in my garage on it. So I'm not going to take these completely off. I'm going to leave like a thread or 2 left on them. And then this, just slide that back like that, and that'll give you access to pull this off here. So let me get an 8mm socket, and we'll take these off. All right. I can't fit my socket in there, so I'm gonna have to use a wrench to undo this. All right, there they go. They got a little blue Loctite on them. So you might want to put a little bit of Loctite on them when you put them back in. Basically, you can see that thing, it's falling out. There's also a gasket right here on this. You'll check it out, make sure it's not torn or anything. Just set that aside and then just pop your thing out, your thermostat right here, and then go test it out, see if it's got any crud in it, and we'll go do that. We'll see y'all. We're gonna go to the kitchen and do that, so we'll see you there. All right, we're in the kitchen. We've got some hot water heating up on the stove here, and we've got our thermostat. It's suspended by this string and these forceps here in this glass dish. So when this water gets hot, we'll be back and we will pour it in there and see if this thermostat opens up and see if there's any junk that falls out of it. All right, we've got some hot water. We're gonna pour it in here and see what the temperature is when that thing opens up. Water is up to 160 degrees. Oh, it's opening up. So you can see there that thermostat is opening up. So we're gonna let it sit in there for a minute, let it get it good and hot, and then we're gonna pull it out, and then we're gonna use a toothbrush and try to clean it out. All right, we got the thing here. We'll use this toothbrush. See if there's anything floating around in this thermostat. And I'm not seeing anything in it. Don't see anything in it, so this one may be all right. It might be the other one that has something in it. All right, so we got our other one. We're just gonna stick it down in here and see what happens. If anything opens up on it. So here we are. See if it opens up. I think it's starting to. Oh, looky there. Did y'all see that piece right there fall out? Got something jammed up in there. Look at that. There it is, guys. Can y'all see that piece of junk that come out of there? Oops. There it is in the bottom. We'll let this thing open up a little bit more. Then we're gonna get that toothbrush and scrub around on it a little bit. All right, we've got our other one done. We're just gonna take this toothbrush, kind of scrub around it and make sure there's no more stuff in it. There we go. There it is. Now, so right there is what was in it. That's a piece of wood chip. So I imagine that's what was causing this thing to stay opened and my water temperature not to warm up. That's what I did to check these things out and clean them up there a little bit. So we'll go put them back in and show you that here in a minute. We'll go back down to the garage. We'll see you in a minute. All right, we're back here down at the boat. And right here's where this sucker goes in. You just slide this thing in here. Make sure it's seated in there good. And then your other piece has this gasket on it. Now I'm not replacing the gasket. It looks all right. I'm probably going to get another one at some point and put a new gasket in there just because, but I don't have one. So right now we're just going to put this thing back in there. So hold on, let me go get the screws. All right, we're gonna put these screws back in. So once they get in there, just gonna finger tighten them things to get them started. And then I'm gonna use an 8mm socket, of course, and an 8mm wrench, because this one I can't get my socket in there. So I'm just gonna tighten it on down some with this wrench. And you want to alternate sides so that you get an even pressure on that gasket. All right, that's all there is to it. The only thing left now is to put the other one in and then just retighten this fuel rail in. I just loosened these bolts right here so I could pull that out so I could get this thing off here, and that's it. So after that, you're done. I'm not going to show you the other side because it's a little cramped on the other side of the boat. So we'll get it all put back together. I'll be right back. All right, we got the other one installed and it's right here, and you can see it's a little bit of a bear to get in there and get to that screw right there. Is particularly a pain in the hind end. This one's not too bad, but again, I undid this right here, so we're going to get our other wrench and then we're going to tighten these four bolts back down. We're just going to go ahead and hand tighten them back. Just make sure they're all good and snugged up. So that's it. That's all we got. All you need's a couple of wrenches and a couple sockets. Get this sucker done, get those things cleaned out, you're back on the lake, ready to go. You don't have to take it anywhere. Do it yourself. All right, we'll get all this put back up together. We'll pull it outside, hook it up to the hose, and make sure that it works. Other than that, we'll see y'all in a little bit. All right, here we are. We've got it all set up for water testing here in the driveway. We got the hose cooked up here to the port here. So we're just going to turn the water on. We got water coming through the engine now. Through the tail and everything. All right, we're gonna go turn the engine on. Here we go. So it's 62 degrees right now. Let's see if it warms up. We'll give it about 5 minutes to see what happens. All right, we're up to 75, 77 degrees. We're at 84, that's where we were when we had the alarm. 86, 91, there's 100. It's 120, warmed up nice. That's where it usually goes to. Probably gonna warm up a little bit more, just sitting here idling. I think we're gonna stabilize there around 115 or so. We're just gonna go ahead and shut it off. All right, there we go. It's peeing. Won't cut the water off. I think we got this fixed up. So there we go. We put the new we didn't put new thermostats in, but we cleaned them out, got that junk out of that one. Motors seems to be working fine. We'll go to the lake, check it out here pretty soon. But anyways, I'm Rodney with eFishing. Thanks for stopping by. If this helped you out, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. We'll see y'all out on the lake next time. We're out.